Dann gehen wir da mal hin. Ist ja auch nicht allzu weit weg. Weg von hier. Weg. So geht's mir. 0 von 10. Ich liebe, by the way, die Schmetterlingsform von Shorekeeper. Es ist so schön. Und comfy. Sehr comfy.
According to the treasure
Oh
map,
nein.
the sword should be around
Let's
here
kill them.
somewhere.
Why are there so many Tic Tacs? Are they having a party?
Tick-Tack on the clock. Tick-Tack, tick-Tick-Tack, tick-Tick-Tick-Tick-Tick-Tack.
They look really angry.
Alles gut, die sind kein
No need to be
Problem.
afraid, Ying. We'll keep you safe.
Genau so.
You probably don't know this, but Woolly Warrior once met a huge cat monster 100 times stronger than her, and she was so scared that her legs were trembling. Really?
Ja, really?
That's right. But even so, she stood her ground.
Oh mein Gott, so cool.
Because she had all of her friends behind her, she had to fight. Just like the situation we're in now. You can't let a few small TDs beat you down.
Let's make this
Richtig.
quick, Encore.
Let's go.
To me.
Logan, a new technique.
Da gehen wir nicht allzu lange hier rum. Da gehen wir direkt zum Top. Ja, bis hin hier, ihr kleinen Loser. Ihr seid so scheiße. Ich finde dich. Ja, Psychose. Psychose?
You two were incredible.
Ich weiß, danke.
You betcha. Wait till you see what else we can do. Am I right, Rover?
Easy peasy lemon
We'll
squeezy.
take on anything they chuck at us.
Richtig.
Quick, let's check and see if the sword's around here. Is that some kind of puzzle over there?
Schaffen
Do
wir.
we need to put something inside of it to activate it? Oh, it's a bit too high for Ying and me to reach.
Schaffe ich.
I got it. Looks like we just need to place the treasure map on top.
Okay. Dann let's go. It's puzzle time. Oh. Da tauchen jetzt Sprungwolken auf. Und ein Geschenk, okay. Das genehmige ich mir.
There's another puzzle.
Was it not in the story before?
We're so high up.
Oh mein Gott, wir sind so weit oben. Crazy.
Mom and I used to play. Just keep looking ahead and it won't be as scary. It's easy. Here.
Ich hab so Angst, dass ich runterfall. Wirklich. Ich hab so Angst. Aber ich würde das niemals... Oh, scheiße.
Be swift.
Ich halt mein Maul. Ich halt einfach mein Drecksmaul.
Sword
Bevor
against
ich
the
noch härter jinxe. Ja, wir haben's geschafft. Ohne Probleme.
Onwards.
Oh, ja, egal. Ich hab schon gedrückt.
So, is this the sword in a story that can slice through?
Das
anything?
wirkt mächtig.
It's the mountain chopping sword of courage.
Let's go. Wirkt sehr unique.
The sword's actually made out of wood. And it's missing a small piece too.
Ach, egal.
Look, there's a letter. What does it say? My dear little warrior, you found the
Wir
first
haben's.
relic.
Wir haben's. Jetzt geht's auf zu Nummer 2.
Right now, you must be thinking, what a plain-looking sword. How could this ordinary wooden sword possibly be the legendary sword of courage?
Es wirkt schon sehr
Don't feel
mächtig.
disappointed just yet. Think back on what you've been through so far.
Okay.
All the challenges you faced along the way.
Das
The
ist ein
waves
cooles
under
Bild.
your feet felt so high to you, and the treasure chest above seemed ever so far away. Yet still, you continued to climb the mountains, every step of the way, until you finally reached the peak. Your courage has been heard.
Let's go. Let's
And
go.
This seemingly ordinary wooden sword is the proof of your courage. Yeah, that's what it says in the letter.
Sie ist
How
Big Brain.
did you know, Encore?
Did it also appear in other Woolly stories?
Anything else? Did the
Okay.
letter mention any clues about the next relic? We still have 2 to go.
Das stimmt.
Yes. It goes on to say,
Gut.
"Oh, little warrior, your adventure doesn't end here. To have your wishes come true, courage alone is not enough. You need not look far, as the shield that symbolizes faith is buried right beneath your very feet.
Okay.
In a land covered in sand, treasures may lay, or there may be nothing at all. A land covered in sand."
I know just the place.
Dann runter da.
Then let's go check it out. Sounds like it'll be a treasure hunt in the sand.
Trio de Danger, let's go. Ich finde die Story schon sehr süß, ne? Warte, bleibt das eigentlich für immer hier? Würde ich auch cool finden. Wäre schon ziemlich nice. Aber erstmal weiter hier. Upsi. Tut mir leid, Tinti. Ein bisschen late.
We're here! At long last, the brave adventurers reach their second destination. And thus, they start a hunt for the legendary Shield of Faith.
Legendary.
On this sand-covered beach. They say only the bravest adventurers can find it, as it puts their will to the test.
Dann, let's go, come on.
That's the spirit.
Go, girl.
Yin can go left, Encore will go right, and you can take care of the middle.
Dann machen wir das.
If anyone
Go,
finds
team,
anything
go.
interesting, show me, and we can take a look at it together. Okay.
Let's go. Aber warum machst du die Ansagen? Ich dachte, ich bin der Teamleader. Mann. Oh. Let's go. Haben wir schon gefunden?
The lands of Jinzhou
Oh.
are filled with riches.
Nee, ich habe Geld und ein Schwert bekommen. Und jetzt habe ich gar nichts bekommen. Doch, Eier. Cool. Ich habe hier noch nichts gefunden, Encore. Es wird langsam stressig.
This has to be
Oh.
the Shield of Faith.
Oder es wird doch nicht stressig. Let's go.
There's a letter attached to it. I should bring it over to Encore and Ying.
Die Story ist schon sehr süß.
Well, did you find the shield?
Genau so ist es.
Way to go! I know who to call if I ever need to find something. I'll go get Ying.
Mach das. Trio de Danger, weiter
This should be
geht
the
es.
shield mentioned in the story.
The wooden
Also
shields.
made of wood. But look how well made it is. With the sword of courage in one hand and the shield of faith in the other, it's an invincible combo. The person who crafted this shield really knew their stuff.
Es sieht legendär aus. Da ist natürlich auch wieder ein Brief dabei.
Next relic, the wreath of hope. Hurry, Ying. What does it say? Okay. Let's see here.
Lies vor, Lady.
Congratulations again to you, my little warrior.
Notif, notif.
Although the bulk of your efforts were in vain, you did not give up. and
Es war wirklich sehr
continued
schwierig.
searching. Hence, this shield of faith is your well-deserved reward.
Danke.
If
Wirklich
you ever
danke.
feel lost in the future, why not take a moment and ponder on the meaning of your journey?
Das Küchen-WLAN funktioniert, what the fuck? Was soll das? Holy shit.
Until we reach the light of hope.
Das ist ein gutes Zeichen. Heute Lotto spielen.
Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how can you find the wreath of hope?
Ja, sag es
Bring
uns.
with you your wishes and proceed to the Garden of Promise.
The garden?
The Garden? Ist das Spoiler? Encore Story Spoiler, ja.
Oh, I think I might know where it is.
Und wo?
Fantastic! Then that's our next stop. Onwards!
Onwards! Let's go, Vize-Captain.
Onwards.
Okay, ja, da habe ich eine wilde Route vor mir. Dann machen wir das mal so hier. Let's go, weiter geht's. Oh, das ist ein schwieriger Ort. Hoffentlich wird unser Finding legendär sein. So wie natürlich die anderen beiden Sachen, die wir gefunden haben, bisher auch. Klar. Ultra krank alles bisher. Das WLAN hat die letzten Tage wirklich gar nicht funktioniert. Ja, fühle ich. Bei mir ist auch scheiße in letzter Zeit wieder. Bau den los schlecht. Okay, bin im Lurk. Jojo, gönn dir. Okay. Weiter geht's, Team. Slay Team. Slay Team.
Feels empty. There's nothing here.
Da ist noch nichts hier.
But it used to be filled with irises.
Okay.
This is my mom's garden.
Mhm.
She used to love flowers and would plant a lot of them when she wasn't busy. Before she left, she asked me to help look after it and said she'd come see it with me when she's back. I watered them every day, hoping they could bloom longer.
Also mein Guess ist halt, dass das komplette Rätsel halt von ihrer Mutter gemacht ist. So als letzter Abschied.
Dad told me,
aber ich hoffe, es gibt ein Happy End.
it's the natural cycle of life.
Das wäre noch besser.
I understood that. But it always reminds me of my promise to Mom. I miss her so much.
Ey, umarmt sie doch.
This shield and sword are all treasures that Mom left me. And here, I think she probably wanted to make a wreath with me using those flowers. Oh, Ying. Thank you. Encore.
Och nein.
Actually,
Och Mann.
when I saw Dad looking sad while holding the map, I had the feeling that Mom might have left this treasure map to play a game with me. Maybe it is like what the grown-ups say. The gateway of wishes doesn't exist, and I may never get to see her again, talk to her, and tell her how much I've grown.
Och bitte irgendwie ein Happy End hier, bitte. Come on.
Mom must have wanted to give me a surprise. To make me happy. I am happy. Because we managed to find all the treasures she left behind together. I'll definitely find a nice place to keep this sword and shield safe. I think we should end our adventure here. Thank you, Encore and Rover.
Aber willst du es wirklich zu Ende gehen lassen? Willst du wirklich, dass es endet? Encore, was ist los? Was ist los, Girl?
Our captain hasn't announced the end of our adventure yet.
So,
You're thinking about leaving already?
Frechheit. Ich bin der Captain hier.
Let's call it a day right here. There's some stuff I need to wrap my head around too. I remember you asked me about the ending of the Woolly Warrior, right? Even though we finished finding the relics, Team Woolly's adventure goes on.
Und wie geht's weiter?
Stories to tell.
Erzähl uns
I know.
mehr.
How about You come to Encore's story session tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow? You mean right here?
Yeah. If you want to find out what happens to Team Wooly, come over and listen to the rest of the story. Be there or be square.
Encore ist so goated. Sie ist so cool.
Tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow, Ying.
Bis
Do you
dann.
think this is a good ending to the story?
Ich würde mir ein Happy End wünschen. Bin ich ehrlich. Bin ich ganz ehrlich, Encore. Ich will ein besseres Ende.
After all, Ying didn't receive the wreath, and she didn't get to see her mother. Even though in the end, the little warrior did manage to collect all of the relics left by her, realizing her mother's intentions. But Encore still feels like something's missing.
Richtig.
This ending, she didn't even make it to the Gateway of Wishes.
Da stimmt
Just
noch
like
was
in the
nicht.
Story of the Woolly Warrior. What do you think? Will the Woolly Warrior's wish come true in the end?
Natürlich. Natürlich.
If it comes true, then she should be able to see her family again.
Richtig.
After such a wonderful and interesting adventure, she must have so much to say to them. But actually, there is no true ending to Woolly Warrior's story. Remember the play Ying told us about when she showed us the treasure map?
Ja?
Ying said she'd already forgotten what most of the play was about. All she could remember was that the hero had been searching for a legendary treasure to make their wishes come true. Ha! I knew
Richtig.
straight away that the treasure map wasn't for the Woolly Warrior's sword,
Sondern.
but it was a gift left to her by Ying's mother.
Ja.
Wanna guess how I found out?
Wegen dem Theaterstück.
Yeah, that play was about the Woolly Warrior's story. And I remember each and every part of it. Because
Okay.
that play was a gift from my mom.
Oh. Oh.
Now time for a story from Encore.
Story time. Oh no.
In this story, there are no
Ich hab ein bisschen
exciting
Angst.
adventures, no terrifying monsters. It didn't happen once upon a time, and it's not somewhere far, far away. Rather, it's in a little room. Every night there's a little girl. She plays games with her mother.
No, wie
As
süß.
the Woolly Warrior. Together, she and her mom create story after story about courage and hope. It also happens in her theater. Every day, the little girl sits below the stage. The curtain rises and the music plays. She watches her mother set everything up,
Voll
bringing
süß.
the Woolly Kingdom from the story into real life. Little by little, the Woolly Kingdom becomes real. And the Woolly Warrior sets off on her adventure. She first climbs the tallest mountain, looking for the legendary sword that can split mountains
Let's
and
go.
seas.
Legendär.
It's really so the girl can prove how brave she is. The toolbox was actually on the tallest shelf. The Woolly Warrior also searches every beach, looking high and low for the shield of faith that could brave any storm. Her house had many nooks and crannies after all. The raspberry candy her mom hid could be anywhere. Her mom recorded all the Woolly Warrior's adventures, so the Woolly Kingdom grew bigger and bigger, and the stories grew longer and longer. They even performed the play in many cities.
Und sehr, sehr süß. Und jetzt geht's wieder bergab.
Just before the woolly warrior got the wreath of hope, the show ended, but there was no encore.
Traurige Stimmung. Was ist passiert, Encore? Was ist passiert?
Mom told me that once the applause starts at the final show of our tour, she'd take me onto the stage to make a wish. But she collapsed before the play ended. I was so scared. I tried to come up with ways to make her feel better. I even kept a daily to-do list. At the time, I thought that if I stayed a good girl like the characters in the stories, Mom would get better and better. But her illness got worse. She didn't get better. And the Gateway of Wishes never appeared. Encore didn't know what to do anymore. Mom just asked me to sit by her bed and tell her stories.
Ja, warum ist das so eine Mischung aus wunderschön und ultra traurig immer?
Cosmos, very cloudy, and many other things. She always smiled each time. It was right around that time when Cosmos and Cloudy appeared from the stories. Mom told me they're a part of life, and these stories will always be with me. After she left, Encore had to become the woolly warrior, going on adventures on her own. Whether it was in the orphanage or with the Black Shores, Encore would write down everything she experienced. With these stories, Mom will know what kind of adventures Encore had and all the friends Encore made.
Vivia, hallo!
Later on, Encore wanted to continue writing the Woolly Warrior's story, but this time, it's a bit different from before. Now she has her own friends that she can adventure together to find the Gateway of Wishes. Because finding that gateway is the only way she can tell all her stories to her mom. So, she knows how well she did. That's why.
Oh, holy shit, die Story geht auf und ab, immer und immer und immer wieder. Und das war der Grund, warum wir mit Ying auf ein Adventure gegangen sind.
Yeah, she said she had a lot to say to her mother.
Die Stories gleichen sich auf jeden Fall etwas.
Oh, just like me. There's so much Encore wants to say, and so many stories that Encore wants Mom to hear. Our time with Ying reminded me of all of that. Even though Woolly Warrior's story has no true ending, will Ying's be any different? Will she be able to make her wish come true?
Wir werden dafür sorgen, Encore.
In the end, Ying said the adventure is over, and it's just a story. She said she was happy and satisfied with that. But Encore saw that look on her face. She looked really, really sad. Encore knows how it feels. Just like how it used to be. No matter what Encore did, Mom wouldn't get any better. My stories were the only things that could make her feel happy. It was Mom who made me understand the power of stories. That's why after I went on this journey alone, Cosmos and Cloudy came out of the land of imagination.
Die beiden Goats.
And it's why Encore told Ying that our adventure should not end like this.
Richtig so.
This story deserves a better ending.
Genau. Also lass auf ein besseres Ending hinarbeiten. Und auch Anchor's Story hat ein besseres Ende verdient. Oh, es ist alles so süß, aber auch so traurig, aber so süß, aber so traurig. Umarm sie doch. Und lass uns die Story zusammen beenden.
Agreed. The story
Let's
must
go.
have an ending. But what should we do? Oh, there's no way we can bring Ying's mother back. I mean,
Doch.
the Gateway of Wishes doesn't
Existiert.
actually exist in real
Existiert.
life.
Lüge, Anchor. Dann komm on und lass es uns
In the
finden.
story?
Ja, Augen
I
zu und
remember
durch.
Cloudy said that if you ever find yourself in a pickle in real life, you can always go back to the
Genau
Woolly
so.
Kingdom to search for clues. You also mentioned
Let's go.
that's where the Gateway of Wishes is hidden, right? And you've always wanted to
Bitte
finish
gib mir das
writing the
Happy
story of the
Ending.
Woolly Warrior.
Ich brauch das.
This means the final stage of the story should be set inside the Woolly Kingdom.
Korrekt.
Encore sees what you mean. Encore
Eben,
can invite
deshalb bin
you
ich der
and Ying into the
Captain.
Woolly Kingdom and go on a real adventure with me, the Woolly Warrior.
Ja.
But the kingdom isn't some place you can go willy-nilly.
Also wir müssen sie dazu bringen, dass das Woolly Kingdom wirklich existiert. Das One Piece existiert.
Only those who believe
So auf
in the
diese
kingdom
Basis.
can visit.
Sie wird daran glauben. Sie
We
wird
should
daran
make a
glauben.
wish for her and let her know that our adventure is not over yet.
Richtig.
Encore remembers it went something like this. The wreath is a crown of flowers that can reflect a person's thoughts. Never withers, forever blossoming. How are we gonna make it?
Gute Frage. Aber wir kennen da ja jemanden. Und die beiden treffen sich jetzt auch mal.
Verena?
Let's go. Ihr seid doch das Duo The Danger.
That's right.
Also let's go.
Verena loves flowers. She's a flower's best friend. Let's see if she
Korrekt.
has any ideas.
Dann let's go. Rainer, wo bist du? Lady Girl, wir kommen dich suchen. Wir brauchen die maximale Qualität.